Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and felt like your legs didn't want to cooperate? Or maybe walking across the room feels just a little more tiring than it used to be. You're not imagining things, and you're certainly not alone. After the age of 60, many people begin to notice that walking becomes slower, stiffer, and sometimes even unsteady. That quick trip to the mailbox might now feel like a real effort. But here's something you need to hear. This is not just a normal part of aging that you have to accept. What's really happening is that your muscles are gradually losing strength, your joints may be wearing down, and your balance might not be what it once was. It's a silent process that happens slowly, year after year, until one day you notice you're walking less, moving slower, or avoiding certain tasks because you don't feel stable. But the good news is, you still have control. In fact, what you do starting today can make all the difference in how strong, stable, and confident you feel tomorrow. In this video, we're going to walk through practical, gentle, and science-backed tips that can help you regain strength in your legs, improve your balance, and protect your joints from further damage. We'll show you simple chair exercises, safe balance drills, nutritional advice, and even some key signs to watch for if walking is becoming more difficult than usual. This is not about intense workouts or fancy equipment. It's about small, consistent steps you can take right now from the comfort of your home that will help you move better, feel more confident, and stay independent longer. You deserve to keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, dancing, playing with your grandkids, or simply walking around the house without fear. So if you've been worried about your legs getting weaker, or if you just want to make sure you stay strong for the years ahead, this video is for you. Make yourself comfortable, grab a notebook if you'd like, and stay with us until the end, because the final tip we'll share might be the most important step you take for your future self. I know you are a person who likes to watch videos quietly. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, now is a good time to do it because you are a kind person. If the video is helpful, press 1. If the video is not good enough or needs improvement, press 2. Thanks everyone. Now let's get started. Number 1, why walking gets harder with age. Let's begin by understanding why walking becomes more difficult as we get older. It's not just in your head, and it's not something to be embarrassed about. It's a reality that many people face after the age of 60. As we age, our bodies go through natural changes that can slowly affect how we move. One major factor is a condition called sarcopenia, a gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that begins as early as your 30s and accelerates in your 60s and beyond. This means the muscles in your legs, hips, and core, the very ones you rely on to walk, stand, and balance, are no longer as strong or responsive as they used to be. Let's take Walter, for example. Walter is 73, and over the last few years, he noticed he was walking shorter distances and sitting more often. At first, he thought it was just part of getting older, but eventually he realized that his legs felt weaker and his balance was off. Simple things like stepping onto a curb or turning around too quickly made him nervous. What Walter was experiencing was not uncommon. It was the result of muscle weakness, joint stiffness, and slowed reflexes, all combining to make walking feel harder. Another reason is the wear and tear on joints, especially the knees and hips. Over time, cartilage can thin, ligaments can lose flexibility, and arthritis may set in, making movement stiff and sometimes painful. Add to that a loss of coordination and slower nerve signals, and it becomes clear why walking can feel less natural and more challenging with age. But here's the good news. These changes are not irreversible. The body may age, but it still responds well to movement, nutrition, and care. Studies have shown that regular, low-impact exercise, like the kind we'll explore in this video, can actually slow down or reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and reduce joint stiffness. In fact, even just a few minutes a day can bring remarkable improvements. So if you've been thinking, maybe I just have to live with this, let us reassure you, you don't. This is not about returning to how things were at 30. It's about giving yourself the tools to stay strong, walk safely, and enjoy your life with confidence and comfort. Now that we understand what's going on inside the body, Let's move to the next step, what you can actually do about it, starting right now from the comfort of your home. Number 2, strengthen your legs with chair exercises. One of the safest and most effective ways to start building leg strength, especially if you haven't exercised in a while, is by doing chair exercises. These gentle movements can be done while sitting in a sturdy chair, making them perfect for seniors who may feel unsteady or worry about falling. Take Margaret, for example. She's 76 and lives alone. For years, she avoided exercise because she was afraid of losing her balance. But when her doctor suggested she try seated leg movements, she decided to give it a chance. Each morning, she began with just 5 minutes of simple leg lifts and gentle marching in place while watching the news. After a few weeks, Margaret noticed that her legs felt firmer, her balance improved, and she was more confident getting up from her chair or walking around the house. Chair exercises like leg extensions, where you lift one leg until it's straight and hold for a few seconds before lowering it, can strengthen the quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of the thighs that are crucial for standing and walking. Movements like raising your toes or heels help train the calves and ankles, while gently marching in place while seated activates the hips and helps improve coordination. What makes these exercises so accessible is that they require no equipment, no special setup, and can be done while enjoying your favorite TV show or listening to music. The most important thing to remember is that consistency is more important than intensity. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can lead to noticeable improvement in your leg strength and daily mobility. As your muscles become more active and engaged, you'll begin to feel more stable when standing, walking, or even climbing stairs. These exercises are not just about movement. They're about building back the strength and confidence that aging sometimes tries to take away. Think of this as your gentle but powerful first step toward moving better, feeling stronger, and staying independent. Up next, we'll look at how to take things further with simple, safe balance exercises using wall support to help you stay steady and upright every step of the way. Number 3, wall support balance training. Once you've started waking up your leg muscles with simple chair exercises, the next step is to train your balance. And the best way to do that safely at home is by using a wall for support. Good balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about moving with confidence, control, and a sense of stability in everything you do, from walking to reaching for something on a high shelf. As we age, our sense of balance naturally becomes less sharp. The small muscles around our ankles, knees, and hips, the ones that help keep us steady, aren't activated as often, especially if we're sitting more and moving less. But the beautiful thing is this: balance is a skill, and like any skill, it can be improved with just a few minutes of practice each day. Let's take Carl as an example. At 71, Carl was beginning to feel unsure on his feet. He noticed that when he turned around quickly or stepped sideways, he sometimes felt off balance. His granddaughter encouraged him to try standing on one foot while holding onto the wall. At first, he could barely hold it for 5 seconds, but he practiced every morning for a few minutes, and within a few weeks, he could stand tall, breathe steadily, and balance for nearly a full minute. That small routine gave him more than strength. It gave him peace of mind. Practicing balance doesn't have to be difficult. Start by standing near a sturdy wall or countertop and place your hands lightly on the surface. Try lifting one foot slightly off the floor and holding for as long as you feel steady. 10 seconds is a great starting point. Then switch sides. You can also try walking heel to toe in a straight line along the wall, or gently shifting your weight from side to side while keeping your posture upright. These movements help train the muscles and nerves that keep you steady, and they also improve your body's awareness of space, which is essential for preventing falls. Even just 5 minutes a day of balance practice can lead to noticeable improvements in how you walk, turn, and stand. And when you feel steady on your feet, everything in daily life becomes easier, from climbing stairs to stepping into the shower or walking across a parking lot. Most importantly, building balance doesn't just protect your body, it restores your confidence. In the next part, we'll explore 2 incredibly simple movements, calf raises and marching in place, that are easy to do and surprisingly powerful in helping you build walking strength and improve blood circulation. Number 4, the magic of calf raises and marching in place. Sometimes the simplest movements can create the most powerful results, especially when it comes to regaining leg strength and improving circulation. 2 exercises that may look small on the outside but work deeply inside your body are calf raises and marching in place. These movements help to wake up your leg muscles, improve blood flow, and increase your overall stability and endurance, especially for walking. Let's take a look at Helen. She's 74 and was having a hard time getting up and down the stairs. Her legs would tire quickly, and sometimes her ankles felt stiff in the mornings. Her physical therapist introduced her to daily calf raises, and within just a couple of weeks, Helen noticed she could go up the steps with more control and less effort. It wasn't magic. It was the simple act of practicing strength in the muscles that matter most for every step. Calf raises are easy to do and require nothing but a safe surface to hold on to, like the back of a chair or the kitchen counter. Simply stand upright, hold the support lightly, and slowly lift your heels off the ground so you're standing on your toes. Hold for a few seconds, then lower your heels back down. Repeating this movement 10 to 15 times each day can help strengthen your calf muscles, which are essential for pushing off the ground when you walk, maintaining ankle stability, and reducing fatigue. In the same way, marching in place, either standing or seated, helps to activate the hip flexors, improve core control, and maintain rhythm and coordination. All you need to do is lift one knee at a time like you're marching, while keeping your back straight and your steps steady. It's a great way to gently engage the whole lower body, and you can do it anytime. While waiting for the kettle to boil, during a TV commercial, or while listening to music. These 2 exercises don't require fancy equipment or large spaces. They are low impact, safe for aging joints, and incredibly effective when done consistently. And just like brushing your teeth or making your morning coffee, they can become a part of your daily habit. Something small you do for yourself to stay strong, stable, and independent. As you begin to build up these routines, you'll likely feel more confident in your ability to walk longer, stand taller, and move more freely. In the next section, we'll shift our focus to another important piece of the puzzle: gentle stretching, especially for the hips and knees, to help maintain flexibility and ease of motion. Number 5, stretch to stay supple. Focus on hips and knees. Strength is important, but flexibility is what allows your body to move freely, comfortably, and without pain. As we age, our joints, especially in the hips and knees, can become stiff, making everyday movements like getting out of bed, stepping into the shower, or reaching down to tie a shoe feel harder than they should. But by adding a few gentle stretches to your daily routine, you can loosen tight muscles, improve range of motion, and help your joints move more smoothly. Take Arthur, for example. He's 78 and used to enjoy long walks in the park, but lately he found himself cutting his strolls short because his hips felt tight and his knees didn't bend like they used to. His doctor recommended just 5 minutes of light stretching in the morning. Arthur began doing gentle hip flexor stretches while holding onto a chair, along with slow hamstring stretches from a seated position. Within a couple of weeks, he noticed that walking felt easier, his knees didn't ache as much, and he was moving with more comfort and confidence. Stretching doesn't have to be complicated. A simple routine could include sitting tall in a chair and gently straightening one leg at a time to stretch the back of your thigh. Another easy stretch is standing while holding onto a sturdy surface and slowly pulling one foot behind you to stretch the front of your thigh. These kinds of movements help keep your hip and knee joints mobile, your muscles relaxed, and your body in balance. What's most important is that you breathe slowly, never force the stretch, and listen to your body. The goal isn't to touch your toes or move like a gymnast. It's simply to stay comfortable, loose, and limber so you can do the things you love without pain or stiffness. Just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle stretching a day can make a remarkable difference in how you feel. Over time, your body will thank you with easier steps, less joint tension, and a greater sense of control over how you move. In the next section, we'll explore another key part of walking well after 60, what you put on your plate, and how nutrition can help protect your muscles and joints from the inside out. Number 6, Nutrition for joint health and muscle maintenance. What you eat has a powerful impact on how you move. While exercises help build strength and flexibility, it's the fuel you give your body that supports healing, reduces inflammation, and keeps your joints and muscles working the way they should. After 60, our bodies naturally lose muscle faster, and joints are more prone to stiffness and wear. That's why nutrition becomes not just important, but essential. Let's look at Rosa, 72 years old and full of life. She loves gardening but started noticing more pain in her knees and hips after spending time outside. Her doctor suggested she adjust her diet by including more anti-inflammatory foods. Rosa added salmon twice a week, sprinkled chia seeds into her morning yogurt, and swapped sugary snacks for handfuls of almonds. Within a month, she felt the difference. Not only less joint pain, but more energy and fewer afternoon crashes. For Rosa, food became her gentle, daily medicine. The key nutrients that help maintain joint and muscle health include omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, and lean protein. Foods like fatty fish, salmon, sardines, dark leafy greens, Greek yogurt, nuts, seeds, and tofu provide these nutrients naturally. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation in joints, calcium and vitamin D strengthen bones and muscles, and lean protein gives your body the building blocks it needs to repair tissues. It's also important to stay hydrated. Water helps lubricate the joints and carry nutrients to your muscles. Even mild dehydration can cause stiffness and fatigue, especially during movement. So remember to drink water consistently throughout the day, even if you don't feel very thirsty. Eating well doesn't mean giving up your favorite foods. It simply means making small, intentional choices. Add a little spinach to your soup, switch white bread for whole grain, or enjoy a baked piece of fish instead of fried. Over time, these little changes become habits, and habits build the foundation for a stronger, healthier body. When you support your body with the right nutrition, every step becomes lighter. You'll feel stronger from the inside out. In the next section, we'll show you how one simple tool, a resistance band, can take your strength and stability to the next level, right from the comfort of your own home. Number 7, use a resistance band. Small tool, big results. If you've never tried using a resistance band, you might be surprised by how much strength and stability you can build with such a small, lightweight tool. For older adults, resistance bands offer a safe, low-impact way to engage muscles without putting strain on the joints. You don't need heavy weights or a gym membership. Just a simple band and a few minutes a day can lead to powerful changes in how you move and feel. Take Harold, for instance. At 75, he was hesitant about doing any strength training because of his arthritis. But when his physical therapist introduced him to resistance band exercises, everything changed. He started with gentle movements, like pressing the band with his legs while seated or pulling it outward with his arms. After just a few weeks, Harold noticed that getting out of chairs became easier. His steps felt more stable, and even his balance improved. Resistance bands help activate and strengthen muscles in the hips, thighs, calves, and even the ankles, all of which are crucial for walking and maintaining posture. One of the best beginner exercises is the seated leg press. Simply wrap the band around your foot while sitting, hold the ends in your hands, and slowly press your foot forward against the resistance. Another simple move is the side leg pull, where you tie the band around both ankles and gently step side to side, building strength in the hips and improving lateral balance. The beauty of resistance bands is not just in their versatility, but also in how easy they are to use and store. They're affordable, lightweight, and gentle on aging joints. Plus, you can adjust the difficulty simply by changing the tension of the band or increasing repetitions. And because they don't rely on gravity like dumbbells do, they offer a smooth and controlled resistance, reducing the risk of injury. Even if you do just 2 or 3 resistance band exercises a few times a week, you'll likely notice improvements in how steady you feel while walking, how easily you rise from a chair, and how much more control you have over your movements. In the next section, we'll take a look at something that might surprise you: the way you walk. By making small adjustments to your posture, stride, and foot placement, you can reduce pain, move more efficiently, and feel more confident with every step. Number 8. Walking the right way. Posture and step awareness. Walking is something we often take for granted until it starts to feel harder than it used to. For many people over 60, changes in the way we walk happen so gradually that we hardly notice them. Maybe your stride has gotten shorter, or your feet seem to shuffle more than lift. Maybe you catch yourself looking down at the floor, shoulders hunched, unsure with each step. These subtle changes are more than just habits. They're signs that our body is trying to compensate for muscle loss, joint discomfort, or poor balance. But here's the good news. You can retrain your body to walk better, and it starts with awareness. Let's take the story of Joseph, age 81. A few years ago, Joseph began to notice that walking to the mailbox left him feeling more tired than before. His daughter pointed out that he was leaning forward, barely picking up his feet, and keeping his eyes glued to the ground. This walking style, while unintentional, was increasing his risk of falling. With the help of a physical therapist, Joseph learned to lift his chest, engage his core, and roll from heel to toe with each step. Just by making these small adjustments, his walk became more fluid, more confident, and, perhaps most importantly, less tiring. So what does it actually mean to walk the right way? It starts with your posture. Think of a string gently pulling you upward from the top of your head. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your chin level, and your eyes looking straight ahead, not down. Your chest should feel open, not collapsed, and your stomach muscles gently engage. This posture not only helps with balance, but it also allows your lungs to expand more fully so you can breathe easier as you move. Next, focus on your steps. Many seniors develop a habit of shuffling, especially if they're afraid of tripping or falling. But shuffling actually increases the risk of catching your toes and losing balance. Instead, lift your foot completely off the ground, even if it's just an inch. Place your heel down first, then roll smoothly to your toes before lifting the next foot. This heel-to-toe movement is how our bodies are designed to walk, and returning to it, even slowly, can help rebuild natural strength and coordination. Your arms also play a role. Let them swing gently with each step, opposite arm to leg. This motion helps with rhythm, balance, and momentum. And don't forget your breathing. Steady, deep breaths keep you relaxed and focused, especially when walking outdoors or on uneven surfaces. Another key factor is footwear. Shoes that are too loose, too stiff, or too flat can throw off your balance and force your muscles to work harder than they should. The ideal shoe for walking should have a non-slip sole, heel support, and a secure fit. Avoid slippers with open backs or worn-out sneakers. Your feet are your foundation. Treat them kindly. Lastly, always be aware of your environment. Indoors, make sure floors are clear of clutter or rugs that might trip you. Outdoors, stay alert to curbs, uneven sidewalks, or wet surfaces. Don't rush. Focus on one step at a time with full attention. Walking the right way is not about being fast. It's about being mindful, steady, and strong. With small daily improvements, you'll begin to notice that stairs feel easier, your steps feel more stable, and your confidence returns. And remember, walking is more than movement. It's freedom. The better you walk, the more you'll enjoy the world around you. Coming up next, we'll talk about an equally important part of staying mobile: knowing when it's time to seek help from a doctor or physical therapist so you can catch the small issues before they become big ones. Number 9, when to see a doctor or physical therapist. Sometimes, even when we try our best with exercise, stretching, and healthy habits, there are signs that something deeper may be going on, something that needs the attention of a professional. Knowing when to ask for help is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's one of the smartest and strongest choices you can make to protect your independence and well-being. As we age, our bodies change in ways that aren't always visible, but can quietly affect how we move. Maybe you've been feeling more wobbly lately, or you've tripped a few times, even though nothing was in your path. Perhaps your knees lock up when you try to stand, or your hips ache more after just a short walk. If you notice any of these things, repeated imbalance, sudden weakness, joint swelling or stiffness that doesn't go away, or pain that limits your movement, it may be time to see a doctor or physical therapist. Let's take Marvin as an example. He's 80, and for months he chalked up his slower walking and sore knees to just old age. But when he nearly fell getting out of the shower, his daughter insisted he get checked. It turned out that Marvin had mild nerve damage in his feet and early signs of arthritis in his knees. A few simple sessions with a physical therapist and the addition of custom shoe inserts made a world of difference. Marvin not only avoided further injury, he gained back the confidence to go on his morning walks again. Physical therapists are trained to evaluate how your body moves and spot imbalances, muscle weakness, and mobility issues that you might not even be aware of. They can create a personalized exercise plan, teach you safer ways to move, and suggest tools like walkers, canes, or braces, if needed, that can make life easier, not harder. Likewise, your doctor can help rule out medical conditions that could be affecting your walking, such as circulation problems, nerve compression, or joint degeneration. Catching these things early often leads to better outcomes and fewer complications down the road. You don't have to wait until you fall or feel serious pain to ask for help. If you're noticing even small changes in how you walk, how you stand, or how confident you feel moving around the house, it's worth having a conversation with your healthcare provider. Prevention is always easier than recovery, and the sooner you take action, the more control you'll have over your health. In the final part of this video, we'll wrap everything together and talk about how these simple steps, from gentle exercises to mindful walking, can help you move better, feel stronger, and live more freely for years to come. If you're still watching, take a deep breath and give yourself credit, because the decision to care for your health, especially in your later years, is not always easy. But it's one of the most powerful and loving things you can do for yourself. You've just taken a quiet but meaningful step towards something greater: freedom through movement. Whether you're 60, 70, or 90 years old, it's never too late to move better, feel stronger, and reclaim confidence in every step. Throughout this video, we've explored the small but significant changes that can have a lasting impact on your ability to walk, stand, and live independently. From chair exercises that gently rebuild strength, to balance training that protects you from dangerous falls. From simple stretches that bring relief to stiff joints, to nutritional choices that feed your body from the inside out. Each piece is part of a larger picture. That picture is you living with confidence, safety, and joy in your everyday life. Maybe walking has become harder for you. Maybe you've been avoiding certain places, skipping social events, or silently feeling frustrated because your body isn't moving like it used to. That's understandable. Aging changes our bodies, yes, but it doesn't take away your ability to grow stronger, smarter, and more intentional with how you care for yourself. You don't need perfection. You don't need to do everything all at once. What you need is consistency and a little bit of courage each day. That 5-minute leg exercise in the morning, it matters. That mindful walk around your living room while standing tall and breathing deeply, it matters. That stretch before bed, that handful of nuts instead of chips, that phone call to a physical therapist, they all matter. Because every small action you take adds up. Day by day, they become momentum. Momentum becomes progress, and progress becomes strength, not just in your legs, but in your spirit. Let's not forget, walking is not just physical. It is emotional, mental, even spiritual. It connects us to the world. It brings us to family, to fresh air, to freedom. The ability to walk comfortably and confidently is a gift worth protecting. And the best part is, you still have the power to do it. So whether you start with one stretch or one new food today, know that you are moving in the right direction. You are choosing life, motion, and strength. And that is something to be proud of. Thank you for spending your time with us today. We hope this video has not only informed you, but inspired you. You deserve to walk with freedom, stand with strength, and live each day with confidence and peace. Keep going. Your best steps may still be ahead of you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and haven't yet liked and subscribed, now is the perfect time to do so. It really helps our channel grow and reach more people who need this kind of helpful content. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll always know when a new video is up. Your support truly means the world to us. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.